We're seeing great signs in training, and it is a focus of ours in this break that we've had, trying to go back to it and make sure the combinations, people know each other's movements and what each other's strengths are.
Merryweather's Matt Hall has fallen agonisingly short of winning a maiden air race title after finishing second at the final round in Texas early this morning. With series leader Michael Goulian eliminated in the round of 8, Hall gave himself every chance of winning the event and the series.
2 out of 3 possible split times. Here he goes, Australia into the lead. Matt Hall goes into top position. That could be the World Championship title.
But the Czech Republic's Martin Schonka had other ideas, beating Hall's time by just 0.3 of a second to win the round at Fort Worth and also claim the world title. Hall was runner-up in the championship for the 3rd time in his career. This week's Newcastle 500 will be a milestone for young Ford driver Cameron Waters, who will notch up a century in the supercars.
The 100 races have gone really quick, only 24 still, so hopefully there's a few more 100 to come, but I guess the standout win was pretty special. 4th at Bathurst in 16.
The 24-year-old has plenty of room for improvement after finishing 13th and 23rd in Newcastle last year.
The walls are really close, and it's a bit of a spectacle obviously on the water as well, so yeah, had lots of fun there last year. We didn't really get the results we wanted, but I think we've come a long way since then, so yeah, really pumped to get back to Newcastle and see how far we've developed since last year.
The big names have started rolling into Melbourne ahead of the World Cup of Golf, which begins on Thursday. Australian Open winner Abraham Ansah arrived this morning and headed straight to the course.
Man, this place, it's awesome. You got to be really creative around these greens. It's something that I thoroughly enjoy. First time here in Melbourne, so I'm just going to soak it all up.
Our coverage begins at midday on Thursday. Paul and Natasha, that's our look at sport.
Thank you, Mitch.
Thanks, Mitch. Stay with us. Gav has the latest weather next.
Delicious combination of a whole hazelnut, rich creamy chocolate, crisp wafer, and gently roasted hazelnut pieces. Unwrap magic this Christmas with Ferrero Rocher. New Olay Magna masks. Go beyond what hands can do. A breakthrough magnetic infuser with over 1,000 micromagnets. Infuses 3 times more ingredients into the skin for youthful, plumper-looking skin.
Christmas hams are all smoked over beechwood, award-winning and all absolutely delicious.
Now that's perfection.
Your Christmas smoked ham is here.
This November, roll out the red carpet.
So exciting!
You can be the first to witness the new holiday classic.
It will be something you'll never forget.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Disney's The Nutcracker in cinemas November 22.
We've been busily preparing so you can share the Christmas spirit. Dulux Weather Shield. If it's worth doing, it's worth Dulux.
Time now to take a look at the weather with Gavin Morris.
Thank you so much, Tash. Nice and warm, sea breezes building. They'll be even stronger throughout tomorrow. And the cloud cover is going to return as well. The rain is moving back in. It is going to be an interesting week of weather with a front set to move through for the big 500. Now, during the past 24 hours, it's a very typical rain footprint of what's supposed to occur this time of the year. The northern tropics are really quite active with more storms flaring up again throughout this afternoon. Moisture content in the north, there's plenty in the east, and it's closing in from the west. The front will gel everything together over the next 48 hours. So we'll see increased cloud cover and showers and storms starting to spill in across central western New South Wales for tomorrow. For us, we've got the northwesterlies and the nor'easters, which will be even stronger. Temperatures in between Sydney and Brisbane are up, but it's humid, so it feels warmer. The cloud will be shutting down the sunshine, bringing with it rain and storms throughout the southeast to the centre and the north. But it's humid, so it feels warmer. The cloud will be shutting down the sunshine, bringing with it rain and storms throughout the southeast to the centre and the north. And the Golden West is, well, golden with the top of 22, a little bit cooler. Temperatures getting back up there. We saw the high 20s throughout the valley, but those sea breezes kept temperatures to a minimum along the coastal fringe. The humidity is being pumped in over the suburbs. It's drier throughout the valley floor. Tomorrow, there's our northwesterlies and there's the nor'easter, which will really kick in a lot harder tomorrow afternoon. It is going to be a big white cat mess. Kite surfers will be getting them out tomorrow afternoon. We'll see increased cloud cover and might see a little bit of inland shower, storm activity possible. Look, it's going to remain fine right along the coast, central coast to Port Stephens, including the Lake, Newcastle region. Temperatures around 26, 27, capped off because of that sea breeze. Inland, we're looking at the high 20s. Cloudy, getting a little bit cloudy with that system beginning to approach, and we should see just a little bit begin to move in that system, largely moving through overnight and coming down on Wednesday for the majority of the state. Swell small, lackluster seas to 2 metres as that nor'easter gets up throughout tomorrow. You're looking at a high tide just after 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, dropping back to the low at 1:15. Sun's rise 5:40 down at about 7:40. The full moon coming up on Friday. Beautiful moon phase this week and for the weekend. Cloud affected with rain moving through. A temperature drop. So what about the race? Well, it's going to be prefrontal on Saturday. Then it's going to be actually quite cool on race day. Maybe a coastal shower, not much in it. Inland it's going to be fine. Further south for the Central Coast, same story, affected by that change on the weekend. And looking at our catchments, the coastal areas are all fairly healthy at this point. Still pretty good shape, really. Chichester, Lostock, Glenny's down to 64, and Glenbourne currently sitting at 62%. Surfers, there were some nice little waves about this morning. Had a little bit of a wobble into it, and then it just kind of smoothed up a little bit for that late morning session. The tide's favourable. And then it blew out a little bit in the afternoon. Water temperature is awesome in, busting out the shorts. It's 19 to 20 degrees out there at the moment, so it's really inviting. Tomorrow, if you want to do it again, yeah, that early morning, mid-morning session is probably going to be the pick. Otherwise, Newcastle are looking fantastic throughout the afternoon with those sea breezes. Those northeasterlies were drawing in somewhat, so it was getting somewhat messy throughout the afternoon.
Thank you, Gav, and that's our bulletin for this evening.
Thanks for your company from all of us here. Good night.
Good night.